Hey everybody, welcome back to our Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Heavenly Delusion. We got a comment here today, so let's see what people have to say. We have Lanad saying, the dates we see use the Japanese period signature, but there is no real hint what the actual year is because T is not a real period. Best guess is it corresponds to the foundation of the facility or the birth of the first child. Kona should be 17 and is the oldest we saw, e.g. T170724 would be July 24th of the year question mark. By the way, I enjoyed the discussion very much. Hey, thanks man. I appreciate it. Uh
Um, as I've stated, the dates that I've listed down as to what I believe them to be in the normal time frame already align well to being true if the facility is in the past and the characters that we follow on their road trip are in the present. Now, I've seen this theory before that it stands for imperial years or something of that nature.
mhm.
We have no justification to think that that's what it stands for, though. I mean, it's just
Uh
as much of a theory one way as my theory, and that both theories could hold up in the fact that, as you've stated, you have no idea what year it would be in the imperial year because that imperial year doesn't exist, whereas mine holds up basically as is as the current year within the framework of the perceived theory.
Yeah, even if this is like a brand new era, right? And it's 17 years into it, we still have like an expected time frame to place this in because the disaster happened at a year that we vaguely are aware of, and we know what the general year is right now too, right? The current year. So
That's
there's
what the whole
there's
debate
there's a
is.
period of time we got to place it in
That's what the
regardless.
whole debate is.
Hmm,
The
hmm.
debate is that we wouldn't know if it was imperial era. Look, I'll say my theory holds stands true based on the given information. It's entirely possible that this person's theory holds true given the available information. The only theory that doesn't hold true is Griffin's.
Yeah, no, I'm just constantly wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, the alternate dimension theory does not hold true because there's no evidence that that's anywhere close to right.
Just wait until we see the space portal and the aliens take off their helmets. All right, that's all we need. But last time was their choices without aliens. The Libuman members hold a demonstration outside the Immortal Order building. However, they withdraw once Musashi falls on her head. As she lies unconscious, the new leader claims she has died and calls for revenge. Inside the building, Dr. Usami takes Maru and Kiriko to see the young woman with amputated limbs being kept alive by machines named Hoshio. He explains that she is a progressive disease which will turn her into a man-eater when she dies. He asks Maru to kill her before that can happen. Hoshio requests to see the sky, so they move her and the apparatus to the balcony where Maru uses his power to take her life. Before she died, Hoshio left a final message for Usami, which causes him to break down. As the Livu men enter the building, Usami's group heads off to find other quarters, but one recognizes Kiriko's photo of Robin as Dr. Inazaki from 2 years ago. As the group leaves, Usami tenderly holds Hoshio's body before he commits suicide. So, there we go. Last time, Dr. Usami took a whole bunch of information to the grave
Yeah,
and leaves everybody in the mystery box once again.
yeah. I only have one theta thought today, given that last
Hmm.
episode was mostly just emotional, and
Yeah.
I feel like we pulled all the given information from the episode as it was happening.
Hmm.
Specifically, how one of them, or both of the characters, seemed to be from heaven. So we kind of pulled that out, and then we had the scene at the end, which we disagreed on. That I still think that I'm right. That it wasn't metaphorical, that it was literally happening, but in the past. Because I'm pretty sure that they just had sex in a cave and then had a conversation with their other friends. You know, that shy thing, like, no, we didn't do anything. You know, that sort of thing. And it wasn't them metaphorically dying and passing on to the afterlife, because we have not seen anything like that in this show before, with people metaphorically passing on to the afterlife in scenes of that nature.
You can have artistry in a show.
You can have artistry in a show, but you telegraph that shit. You don't 8 episodes in do it for the first time.
Unless you're JoJo, when a primary character dies or something, you're just like, oh, I can see like the literal ghost cloud leaving him. Oh no.
Maru's sister didn't get that, so why would these two characters get that?
'Cause they're special.
More special than Maru's sister, who sacrificed her being so that her brother could live.
Yep, the artist thought so.
No, you know what happened when we got that? Maru masturbating in his sister's body because of the attraction that he had.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I believe that, given the context of that, this isn't the one where we get a metaphorical going to heaven scene. Also, he shot himself. Suicide is a sin. You don't go to heaven when you kill yourself. I'm sorry, boys and girls. That's just a religious truth, if you think religion is true. So, anyway, those aren't even my thoughts.
Way to hedge your bets there. Pascal's wager by way of Schrodinger's cat, huh? If it is true.
No, I hedged my bets by buying people's souls when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, you're ahead of the game, that's right.
Yeah, my hedging the bets was, hey, maybe I can buy my soul with somebody else's. Anyway, my Theta thoughts for this episode was continuing on the happy-go-lucky conversation from before, is that I hope we never see the Livu men again. That their demise is only implied, and that the story deems them so unimportant that we could just assume they all die off screen.
Yeah, nobody goes back to that area or anything.
Well, no, remember they're trying to like build society again from scratch because the building had a power source in it and technology, and it was like the only thing around that was still almost modern.
But also, technology is terrible, therefore we shouldn't be using the generators. They're gonna have a weird time.
That's not actually a message that I've read into this show. The fact that they're all going to die is because there's a monster in the basement.
Oh, I was just talking about their own personal politics.
Yeah, but no, you remember that we don't even know if their leader died. It just seemed like she was like going through a bit, and the guy was like, "This is the moment. This is the moment where I can take control."
Yeah,
she's dead.
Summary,
they killed her.
Yeah, the summary author and I agree that's like she's just unconscious, and everybody just jumps the gun to cause an event.
Well, the only thing that could argue in its way that she might be dead is the time that we spend looking at her when she's laid out on the couch. I don't believe her eyes move once. Like, not a blink.
You'd want to look for, like, chest movement.
Well, we didn't get any movement at all. But, I mean, she didn't blink, which doesn't really signify consciousness.
But yeah, no, maybe we won't be returning to them. We haven't returned to anything else yet, obviously.
That's what I'm saying, is I hope it's just they're not being set up to be the bad guys to our two road trip characters, that they're just gonna die off screen with the implication that, hey, there's a monster in their basement they didn't know about.
But we do have our next little breadcrumb to follow, which is Dr. Inuzaki.
Robin, you mean?
Yeah, who is also Robin. Maybe they changed names, maybe they're not the same person, but they're gonna follow that up, and I guess I expect that to be what we get the episode of, right?
Well, I would expect that. One, let me cover the Robin angle, because this just seems weird to me, because Robin wasn't a doctor when Maru knew them.
Yeah,
sorry,
not
Maru,
like
Kirikou. When Kirikou knew them. Yeah, because that's all they did was they fought monsters. We didn't get any information about them also doing medical experiments. However, they did disappear with the same guy that did the brain transplant, or at the same time as the brain transplant, along with everybody else that he knew.
Right.
So following
2 years
that,
of medicine.
We don't know. I don't think you can learn that quality of medicine in just 2 years in the real world, let alone
They haven't
the
actually
apocalypse.
said what level of doctor he is or how good he is at anything. They just called him a doctor. They called Dr. Usami a doctor, and we've already discussed he even said he's not very good at it. He just makes prosthetic limbs.
Well, Dr. Usami at least has the possibility of if he truly was that kid in heaven, the last 10 years he could have been getting medical training from those doctors that were in heaven. The
Yeah,
possibility exists that he could have learned versus the guy with just 2 years on the road in the apocalypse seems
yeah,
more unlikely. Anyway, what I was going to say was my expectations for this episode would be for it to take place entirely, or at least 95% in heaven. Because if you
hmm
recall, we got like a full-on episode with our road trip gang, no heaven, and then 90% of the next episode, road trip gang, last minute of the episode was heaven. So I
yeah.
suspect that we're gonna get a heaven-centric episode now.
Well, I think there's only one way to find out.
Read the wiki.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I mean, go ahead and watch.
So there's two
But
ways to find out.
2 ways to find out. Or hear it from somebody else. 3 ways are 3 ways of finding out information. Finding it on the wiki, just watching, hearing it from somebody
We
else,
could guess incredibly
spoiler it on
well.
Twitter. But before we get started on any of those methods, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
So what's the fourth way, Griff?
Being spoilered on Twitter.
All right, and then the fifth way.
What fifth way? We have our 4 ways here, amongst which our ways are reading it on the wiki, watching it live, having someone else tell you about it, getting spoilered on Twitter, or
Reading
just
a
having
blog
it
post.
psychically into your head.
Oh, reading a blog post.
That might count as just like wiki and or Twitter at that point, though.
No, a blog post is someone else's opinion. And it's hosted on a website that's not Twitter. You don't do blog posts on Twitter, Griff.
So we're going to Tumblr then. Got it.
No, that's for porn. Wait, not anymore.
And memes.
Not anymore.
Gosh, Tumblr ruining everything. So this part is definitely like a newer part of the intro, right?
That seems the same to me.
I swear like the growing tree part is a newer insertion.
Nah, but it's just an extension of the hand thing.
Hmm.
Or the light thing, depending on where you're taking that.
I'm just waiting for like a time stop to occur and Dio to just start walking in.
Hey, JoJo's. Oh, look at this. We appear to be in heaven.
それはどんな顔してるの？
全部僕に聞かないで、コナも想像して。
It's not an alien, Griff. Stop smiling. It's that other kid that hangs themselves.
I know. But they don't even know about the sun. Oh, ouch. That's a terrible cut.
Yeah, but she cut herself on. Oh, sort of light, of course.
Ah! We found their superpower. Healing powers are good.
So this character has the power to imagine things and they become real.
Are they also the artist?
I don't think so. Remember, they have pictures all over their wall. They're playing solitaire. This woman's playing solitaire!
Hey, it's a long 12-hour shift while all the kids are in their room resting.
This is the gremlin problem. Gremlins 2, rather.
Oh gosh, the thing is, like, if he also has the power to imagine things and make them happen, or real, he could also need to be imagining this too. I was about to expect like a cover-up. It's like, no, just straight did it.
Yeah, man, at this point it's too late. Snake's already snapped. Oh, so are they just transcending out of their body? Is that what's supposed to be the point?
Apparently, yeah.
もうすぐ大人が来る。コナ、部屋に戻って。
アスラ行かないで一人になっちゃうよ
一人にはならない。
Oh, gosh, Tinyosaur is kind of cute.
耳姫、それに七木や岩たちも仲間を
Like
持
a
った。
Funko Pop.
コナ、好きな人を見つけて。
アスラが好きだよ
それとは違う。もっと特別な感情。気づいて。
Yep, he is the artist.
コナ
Ah, thought so.
コナ
That makes the most sense.
コナ一人になっちゃったからね僕行ってくる時を
The only one left in his year.
時を何
何ということもないけどちょっとここにいようかなと思って
Over and secretly look at what you're doing.
The fish.
コナは絵がうまい
Oh,
ね
whale. Sky whale. The sky whale one.
ありがとうアスラを殺した奴が時を奪いに来る
Who else? They committed suicide! Alright, what are your complaints about this pool, Griff?
Well, there's no lifeguard on duty for one.
They are the group of 14-year-olds.
That's great.
Americans, am I right?
時代くんまさか。
さらに5歳のグループを15人入園させて、ここではそれが最後になるでしょうか。あれ、青島さん、何してんの？通訳してちょうだい。
あ、すみません。
Getting distracted with drama.
That's great.
と同じマークのこのボタン。
Very good.
ありえないよな。全く漠然とした丸の目的地だが、このマークを追う線は正しい気がする。
They're in the area.
ぜひ行きたいのが。
宇佐美が前に住んでた町だ
それ。行くにしても宇佐美と一緒だと思ってたから地図に示した場所を見てないんだよな。
みんなが歩いてった方向はあっちだ
Oh, what another double slap in the face that is, right?
その時はもう
I wasn't paying attention when he pointed at the map and then he killed himself.
いいことみたいな言い方すんなよ。
どっちにしろ行ってみるしかないよあ、そういえばさ、見てよ生えてきたよ、折れた葉
Well, shit, that's the confirmation I was looking for. I was right about that.
Ah, you got it. It just took several episodes.
地震だ。
割とでかい
Or he just still has baby teeth or something.
地面に噛まれた。
Not at 15. Or 16, as he should be.
久しぶりに来たね
近くで建物が崩れたな。行くぞ。
何しに
建物が崩れるってことは全部屋開放フィーバーみたいなもんだ。目指す町が近くにあれば回収班が来るかもしれない。
There we go. Sensible preparations.
バカ、その町に連れてってもらうんだ。崩れ方が半端で危ないな。
Yeah, it also didn't collapse in a way that makes it easy to loot.
ここから入れそう
やめとけ。崩れたら死ぬぞ。
Again, just more sensible stuff.
びっくりした中に人が住んでる
おい、大丈夫かよ。よく死ななかったな。
ああ、いや、住んでたわけでなく、今覗きに来ただけの資源探しです。
なんだ、先客か。
すみません。
Yeah, just more scavengers.
中には全然入れなかったですし、僕も何も持ってないです。見逃してください。
何をそんなにビビってんだ？
だって見た感じ盗賊の方でしょ。
誰が盗賊だ！
お前の方がよっぽど盗賊臭いわ！
失礼しました。
急に
Oh,
呼び
the
出してごめんね。
cuts.
いえ、僕も最近体の調子が気になってたので調べてもらえてよかったです。
健康には何も問題ないから安心して。一応体を冷やさないようにと。急な運動は避けてね。
はい、わかりました。
耳姫。
びっくりした。背後からそーっと来るのやめてよ。
The dead
耳
couple.
姫はいつもここから何か見てる。
そういう白はいつも僕を見てる。
天井？
天井の前に浮いてるやつ。
埃？不規則に動く光の粒なら眼球の硝子体の濁りだよ。
Sir is still there.
I was paying more attention to the fact he's talking about eyes, and eventually she loses both of them and he gives her one of
やっ
hers.
ぱりあれ、僕にしか見えてなかったのか。
That's like a rap battle. There's so many layers to this.
あれ、本当にみんな見えないの？
皆さん揃いましたね。
時代がまだだけど。
授業の前に時代くんのことで皆さんにお知らせがあります。時代くんとはしばらく会えなくなります。でもまた必ず会えます。安心してください。
Past the doorway.
授業を始めます。
やった。
Oh, dude's got a car.
動く車持ってんのか。いいな。
道がどこも終わってるんで、思ってるほど便利じゃない。
Fair enough.
じゃあ僕はこれで。
一人で危なくないのか？
Not to mention, like, limited amounts of gasoline available anywhere.
いざとなったらこれもんで。
カッパの下に物騒なもん隠してやがった。
そちらは銃ですか。
そんなとこ。なあ、この近く
Oh,
に
and a solar powered charger.
情
That's
報は
convenient
ほら
now.
全部商品なんで。
金なら払うよ。ついでにこの人物とこのマーク、あと天国って言葉に何か心当たりがあれば頼むよ。
They are assembling clues.
ちょっとお待ちよ。車を止め直すので下がってください。
Runs away.
もっと下がって。もっと。
No, just literally repositioning. Okay.
さあ、これでゆっくり話ができる。それで、さっきのマークのことですが。
What was the purpose of that for?
Just to psych us out, I guess.
銃と交換で。
それはダメ。
じゃあ、お金でいいです。
あっさり引き下がったな。
無駄にごねて殺されたらおしまいですから。ただ、思い出すのにちょっと時間がかかるかもしれません。僕は情報を語ることをなりわいにしておりまして、ま、喋ってるうちに思い出すでしょう。
足元見やがって。
We're gonna need a full translation on that.
皆さんこんばんは。今宵もやってまいりました。
Storyteller.
本当にあったかもしれない話。
It's us, Theta. This is
私
us.
がお届けします。
昼だけど
I remember every anime I've ever seen in terrible
災害の
detail.
原因は諸説ありますが、なぜそもそも原因が不明かというと、直後の地震、異常気象の長い冬、飢えと伝染病などでほとんどの人が死に絶え、原因究明どころではなかったからですね。そんな中根強いのがこの3つです。まず惑星衝突説。
Yes, I saw alien invasion on there, Griff.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's not true, so.
It's the red herring one.
災害の
Or
規
is
模
it?
からしても有力です。続いて宇宙人襲来説。一見口頭無形ですが、例の人食い生命体。 あれが宇宙から来たとの見方があります。
Honestly, in that context, that's almost sensible to everyone on the outside, right?
人影が多くの人に目撃されています。こうして当時の貴重な画像も入手しました。
鳥。
最後に戦争説ですが、大災害の前に日本のどこかが何者かのテロ攻撃を受けたとの噂があり、そこから戦争に発展し、何らかの特殊兵器が使用されたという説です。いかがだったでしょうか。それではまた別の話でお会いしましょう。See you, bye bye.
See you, bye bye じゃねえよ。マークの話は思い出せたかよ。
Yeah, you tell us anything we wanted to know.
話すと思い出せるかもな。
そんなことだろうと思った。
I mean, hey, he gave us the full backstory.
We didn't.
And just give him a couple more dollars, he'll tell you more
あり
about
がと
it.
うございます。それでは今宵も始めましょう。これは私の実体験なんですが、実は12歳の頃から10年間、壁に囲まれた学校に閉じ込められていたんです。
緊急の全体会議になってしまってすみません。
No, we're just in another scene. This isn't his story.
ミーナさんに議事録を送ってもらいます。まず以前から検討していた副園長の件ですが、青島さんにお願いしようと思います。青島さんにはたった今からレベル4の権限を与えます。
ちょっと待ってください。青島を昇格させる理由は？
青島さんは私が最も信頼する人間だからです。
沢渡先生
Oh,
は
that smirk.
園長最有力と思われてたんだ。そりゃ穏やかじゃないわな。竹内女子も。
その町は女性によって支配された町でした。20代から40代の女性を中心に30人前後。学校を根城に周囲をぐるりとバリケードで囲んで、もし男が間違って近づけば殺されます。ただしごく稀に
Calling it all of this shit is just stories, and it means nothing.
町に監禁され
He's
種豚と呼ばれ
He's got the cassette player for the diegetic music, though.
種豚11号として10年を過ごしました。種豚の役目は雑用と女性への精子の提供です。僕はある時期、一組のカップルからよく指名されました。やがてそのうち一人が妊娠。女の子が生まれれば人間として町に受け入れられますが、男の子が生まれたら母親から取り上げられ、種豚として我々が育てます。生まれたのは男の子でした。半年ほど経ったある夜、その二人が画策し、僕を含め赤ちゃんと4人で町を脱走します。
おお、そうこないと。
しかし見つかってしまい、辛くも僕だけが外に逃れました。翌日、町の壁の外に惨殺された2人の死体が吊るされていました。約1年前の話です。世の中にはこんな恐ろしい町があるとかないとか。それではまた別の話でお会いしましょう。
Hey, he's just remembering stories. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that one just seems like pretty ridiculous.
胸クソ話じゃねえか。
And doesn't seem to have anything to do with what they were asking for either.
だけでも確かめられないのかな。
その話が本当ならな。話を聞いた以上金を返せとは言わないが、殺される前に車に乗って失せろ。
失礼しました。
おい、どういうこと
Ah, just fed up with
聞
it.
いてないぞ。
おそらく必要ない。こいつすごく不思議な動きをしたん
It's a
だ。
liar.
運転席が右側にあるのに車を右に寄せて止め直した。そもそもだ、こんな誰もいない場所でわざわざ車を隅っこに止める必要あるか？
Yeah, I thought he was blocking the alleyway
とっさに
the
車を
whole
動
time.
かす必要があったんだよ。隠したいものが目に留まったとかな。
I admit I didn't spot that myself.
キル光線のマーク。
危うくあいつのホラ話で延々時間と金をむしられるところだった。見つけたぞ、マークの出どころを。 あの箱だ。
見つかるもんだな。いや、すごいわ、便利屋。
Don't get it.
光線のマークは見つかったけど、ここが天国かと言ったらただのビルというか。
もうちょっと調べてみよう。
Yeah, this definitely doesn't seem like the foundation we've been seeing, right?
後だな。
Oh, it's lost.
学園長挨拶。高原学園には心と体を休ませられる空間があり、ただ趣味に没頭できる時間があり、疲れたと漏らせば聞いてくれる人がいて、災害前の感覚がもう一つよくわからんが、要は親がいて家があっても時々来れる孤児院、それと塾を合わせたようなもの。天国みたいな文明の時代に我慢ね。いや、そりゃあるか。人が何人かいれば我慢はある。
お姉ちゃん、ちょっと来て。
あ、この回も高原学園だったのか。
こっち。
また変な鳥のマークかよ。でもこれはここのマークを真似た落書きっぽいね。盗賊でも住んでたのかな。
With wires
なん
though?
となくだけど。
Yeah.
俺の目的地じゃない気がするな。同じ顔のやつもいないし。
Ah, shame you didn't keep the tablet
銃
from
についてた
before.
マークをたどってこんなところ見つけたから興奮したけど、そもそも俺の目的地と銃に何の関係もない可能性も結構あるよ。何これ。
高原学園ってのは大災害の前、孤児院みたいなものだったらしい。しかもその案内の中で世の中のことを我慢地獄と書いてる。地獄の反対は丸くん。
天国。
僕はまだマークとこの学園を天国として追っていく価値はあると思うよ。チラシによれば高原学園は2施設と18分室。
Yeah, why does an orphanage school have a
似
gun?
たようなものだろう。2つある施設ってのが怪しい。
Well, I mean, wow, so why is an orphanage school shipping packages all across the country?
Mm-hmm.
いや、別のところ探そう。ここはなんだか気味が悪い。
Having getting more sinister once
そ
again.
れでは本題に入ります。時雄くんの妊娠が発覚しました。
And I was right again.
あの若さでなんて。
そこが問題じゃない。それより相手は誰なんです。
調査中です。性の概念も男女の区別さえ教えず育てたのに。
Comment I specifically said too.
これは高原学園を揺るがす緊急事態です。
And they just name dropped.
There we go. They are officially connected. This is all true.
So heaven is the Takahara Academy. And if it's the Takahara Academy that we just saw doesn't quite exist anymore, then it is the past.
Alright, we've put two and two together. We're getting the backstory of the world.
Well, no, it just means that I've been right this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit more. That's a bit more than putting two and two together by being right about the past.
We still gotta place the time perfectly, but I mean, we're in the ballpark anyway, right?
No, I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Again, I've seen the theory that the commenter was talking about before, and I am still certain that I'm right. I was certain when I disregarded it the first time. Also means that our artist can envision things and make them real.
Right.
Which I think is the major thing from this episode. So
We still keep
Sky
seeing the
Whale
whale
incoming.
here. Oh, he just like draws the shadows that get described to him, and so that's what's floating around later too, isn't it?
No, because that would imply that it's happening at the same time, and we know that it's not. Specifically, because two of them are dead,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to grow up to be dead.
I have so many more questions now. It just actually gets even more confusing.
Not for me. This has been a funnel. I started with the open end, and it's gone. This is a lot of confirmation that I've been right this entire time.
What did Asura know? Is she technically still alive? Is this pregnancy actually what leads to the monsters being true and real?
Which one is Asura again?
The alien.
What did Asura? I think they were just transcending into their next state of being. Either that, or the Asura that we saw last, or 3 episodes ago, 2 episodes ago, was just our artist friend imagining them again.
Right.
Or just a dream.
Mm-hmm. Is our artist still alive at some point then?
Yeah.
Just creating more monsters and that keeps the disaster going? Does he draw a disaster in the future?
Well, they drew a bunch of shit already in the past. All they had to do was be created during the disaster, causing the disaster, and then not die.
He does have to stop and think and focus on it, so he does have to like come back around to him intentionally activating at some point.
Well,
right?
we saw him in a flashback, so we don't know if his powers matured to the point that the things that he creates stick around.
Mm-hmm. Is everyone in the same class with like the same level or type of power or something? Because
obviously not.
Asura's powers are like psychic in some way, right?
Well, obviously Asura's powers also grew over time. So obviously people of different years have different abilities of power.
Yeah. And was the Sword of Light intentional by Asura to cause somebody harm, or is there actually ill intention somewhere
No, they
in
were
there?
just
Maybe?
imagining the sun, and they created a sort of light, and then they were also looking at their friends, so they were imagining where their friends were, and incidentally created a laser of some sort.
Oh gosh, they also wrapped up the evidence of that from the adults who will never find out about that either. They can't analyze a wound that got instantly healed.
Yeah, but they
So they're
kind
gonna
of
still be
know what the
blindsided.
abilities of the kids are, so.
It is 100% setting up for this little teen pregnancy arc to be the thing that ends up breaking him when the adults find out and try to punish him. So that would definitely kind of come back around, right?
Well, I already described for previous episode about the whole teen pregnancy and where that's going to lead. I think specifically we're still left with what is the computer doing, the AI supercomputer thing, and additionally what that one doctor knows, the one specifically about getting on Tokyo for jumping in the water.
Oh yeah, that makes that scene make sense again then.
That was also our first inclusion of the pool, which we've mentioned has been in every ending scene, but no context given.
I'll definitely need to see a wider angle shot of the pool so I can like critique it like more thoroughly. Obviously, this is welcome to Stoneface Reaction. We investigate pools here.
Well, Griff does. I can give two shits.
Oh gosh, but no, they're our main duo though. They're getting actually closer to. Oh, sorry, they're actually getting closer to like the truth here. They have like a literal list of places to go. It's perfect.
It seems like they have a list of phone numbers, which in the post-apocalypse does not seem like it helps you very much towards finding physical locations.
It might. I'm sure they can put 2 and 2 together somehow. They at least have names of buildings.
You're sure based on what? No, they have name listing of the facilities that they're looking for.
They did name at least 2 places, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no addresses.
I just got to see how they follow up on it. I'm sure they have a clever idea. They're smart.
No, they're not.
They are moderately capable of thinking of a plan.
Again, no, they're not. You don't remember the for 100% safe water? Where they tried to come up with a plan from the bear that involved, I'll let you touch my boobs if you sacrifice your life to help save me?
They are 100% capable of stumbling into the answer. Yeah, nothing about that one. All right, so Theta, you got any final thoughts here for today?
I mean, it feels good to be vindicated, I guess.
Absolutely. There you go. So write that one to the bank. And for right now, this is going to be Stone-Faced Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. And we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?